what is manageable? Let me ask you guys since you've done this.
Here's all my kids.
How many kids do you have? All those? Now that's your full-time gig, right?
Yep. Well, I'm retired, so.
Right, but this is what you do.
Yep.
And how many's in there?
Maybe
I'm looking out for people like us.
120,
120.
probably.
Now, what would you say, this is, but that's full-time, or that's your, how long does it take you a full work week to do all this,
No.
right?
No. I grade for Govs, for Mary Haven, for the Wellness Center, ESC Credit Recovery, and I probably put in an hour and a half a day.
So this would
Okay,
take
now-
you an hour and a half to complete your duties for these 120 kids?
Not
More
even
than
that for Govs.
Okay,
All
so,
those
All
places
those,
he listed.
all those that I listed
oh,
off.
okay.
For
Established.
Govs, I think yesterday I graded a dozen lessons.
You get better as you've been doing it,
Sure.
obviously.
Oh, yeah.
You've done it
Yeah,
for
yeah.
a while. It's just
Absolutely.
a learning curve for us. I don't expect it.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's gonna take us longer to get through all of it, especially when we're maybe commenting more. I would say, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but limit your comments at the beginning, because then they'll expect that much feedback, so I'd be careful.
I was told that if it was going to take you any more than like 10 minutes to explain to them what they needed to know, then to tell them to request a tutor.
I think that's good advice.
That's what I was told.
I think that's very good advice.
To request a tutor?
If it
Yeah,
takes
there's
more than 10
supposed to be a
minutes.
button that we can tell them to hit on their side that says request a tutor, and then whoever gets those tutor positions that
Yeah,
are out there, they will contact.
I think you can still say you need to request a tutor. It's not really our job to, their job to assess this, not necessarily provide instruction.
Support is what I was told, if it was gonna take any
Like, I
more
got a
than
feeling
10
like it's a
minutes to
lot
think it's
easier than
great.
what we
their
think it is,
question.
but we just can't imagine that it's like that.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I
Yeah,
tell you,
I would
when,
agree.
when I see this course up here, this is a very easily auto-graded course. If there are probably 28 questions in this particular lesson, I would bet 20 of them are auto-graded.
But you still gotta go through each one of them to make sure that
just gotta-
space
you just gotta-
equals space 2.
Well, if it's auto-graded
It's
though,
multiple choice, true or
it's
false.
multiple, yeah.
Okay.
So like, if I click on this one, 10 of them are auto-graded.
Can you see the total amount of questions? Is it 18? Is that up top where it says 1 through 18? Is that lessons?
That's lessons.
21,
21. So you half of them are.
half of them. And you can see some wrong answers.
What's an auto-graded one look like?
Right there.
Right there, can you tell
It's
that's
right-
pink,
it's right or wrong?
pink, red? This must be the blue section, if that's red, it's wrong, there's green, there's one
Okay.
back to back, one that's correct and one that's
I see
incorrect.
And
pink
then what's
there.
the next one that's not auto-graded?
That should be blue. That obviously doesn't come up as blue, but that will be a blue one. And it's still correct, so I'll still have to mark that one, but I won't have to mark the ones, I won't have to mark 10 of them. So I'll only have to mark about
Okay.
10 questions here.
That's fair.
And in my
So-
experience too, at least with the junior high math, it's more like this than what I showed you in the previous
What
lesson.
about writing? Is there a writing class? Are we grading essays?
Yes. You can. You can.
My wife does the English part. She told me a few things, but
I'm telling you right now, grading a writing portion is gonna be a hell of a lot harder than grading a math.
let me
problem.
see if I can pull
Yeah, a
up
lot more
one.
time consuming.
Let me pull up one of those.
If you're gonna do it right,
I've got her
Mhm.
login.
I agree.
and we don't plan on doing it
Oh
wrong.
god, my editing.
How many kids do you have on each, like, I don't wanna call it a caseload, but how many kids
We
do you
don't know,
have?
it changes, so I
It depends.
thought I had 21, but I'd say probably 30 now.
I think I tried to stick you and Ashley, tried to stay around 25, a general classroom.
With one class or with
But then
multiple
that's-
classes?
but
With
then-
20 kids,
One class, but then we
20
also have
kids
our other-
across all the subjects.
so times 5.
Correct. Yeah.
Talk to me now.
And then, yeah,
We're here, if I need the help, you better say.
No, we're here to help. I mean, understand, we're here, we're just trying to offer you what we've done. This is what we do in
yeah, that's what I'm
Govs.
saying, like.
We have all of our teachers are part-time teachers,
Right.
and some of them are full-time teachers that work during the day and grade at night.
So
And-
listen, they don't pay me at night when I go home.
No, but we have teachers that work full-time
I
and at
know.
night are
So
capable
here's-
to grade.
Let me throw
Yeah.
something at you, and hopefully you catch it the right way. I'm not trying
That's
to
all
put
good.
me in a little bit of, I'm the advocate for everybody here. I have 5 other classes in person, and I have a class of 25, and I'm standing right in front of Shane, 25 with all subject areas. talks.
You get 45 minutes.
45
a day.
minutes a day to do that,
So,
then stay on top of my other 5 classes.
So is it possible to grade these in 45 minutes?
yes,
All
the-
subject
across
areas
all
for all
subjects?
English may take longer, okay? It may take longer, but if that's the case, you can cut down on the assignment length if you have to. Show them some of the English.
This is my wife's English page, and by the way, she's junior high principal at Franklin, and then does this at night.
Man, what is up with people wanting second job?
Yeah. I can really.
I got one by accident.
Shane, you
I'm
understand what I'm
like,
talking
Well,
about? Like, I'm not trying
most
to
of my
walk
stu-
wrong,
it-
but if I'm having
it adds on to the
25 kids with 5
STRS.
subject areas,
I
I want to make sure I'm not
absolutely-
overwhelmed.
So it's a
I
nice
hear you.
bump for a lot of teachers.
I absolutely hear you.
Seriously, it's a good gig.
Here's an English
Oh,
lesson that are
that's-
graded.
That's why you do it.
And
Last
that's on
5
your
years.
STRS.
It goes in STRS
On top of.
on top of.
So can you
So in like 25 years, I'll come back and
Wow. Okay, so back to,
let's see some of the questions, individual questions for English, please. Okay, what is a drama? And that's a A/B
Multiple
type
choice.
answer.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's like a true false,
those aren't the ones I'm worried about.
multiple choice. I'm
Multiple
trying.
choice.
I
No, I appreciate it. This is what we need to see. We need to see the mixture of it too, though.
multiple choice, multiple choice.
So
Now, what
most
about-
of it so far is multiple choice.
Right. I'm trying to see if there's some writing down here at the bottom.
With VLA, it's what, K through 8, or what are you using? The K through 12.
We are K through 12. Yeah.
now.
Here's
Does
a
it
little bit of
matter
writing.
as a grader
So
if
there's-
we know nothing
Explain
about
figurative
stuff, or,
language Juliet
what's
uses in
going
lines
on?
25 and how it
Like, he's like not English, so would it matter if like he has nothing to do with English?
The
and,
key
like-
should really help you.
No, licensing doesn't matter this year.
No,
There's the key. Now, I
right.
gotta tell you, I'm glad I'm math. Only because I look at this. Yeah,
Like that's what the answers are supposed to be.
I guess. This is my wife, so I'm not really sure.
So this is what I'm getting at right here, that this is gonna be more than just,
So this might take us 2 days and the math might take half a day.
A math may take you half an hour, depending on how many kids, depending on how multiple choice
For the week.
questions
Well,
are. For the,
when I say day, I'm talking about our 45 minutes. It
Yeah.
might take
Yeah.
25 minutes.
I
and
would
you
agree.
You might
Oh, I see
do
what I'm
your
sorry,
English
yeah.
in multiple days over 45
Yeah.
minutes.
How many classes are they taking if they're doing BLA?
It depends. Our elementary's taken 4, just the 4 core subjects. Once they get to 7th grade, they're taking, well, especially in high school, once they get to high school, they're taking what they need to graduate. So they're taking
I
graduate.
mean, like my junior high
Requires.
kids that signed up for this, what do they take?
4 to 6, 4 to 6 courses.
Do they pick 2 other?
They can pick 2 others, yeah. Most of them is like intro to music or intro to art, but that's pretty much it from the middle school. Yeah.
Here's a 6th grade English lesson.
Capitalization and punctuation. This is where I excelled. I can capitalize and punctuate like no other. Okay.
Shane, so what happens when we get in the middle of this and like, listen, this is just way, like, this is more than what I can do.
You talk to Mr. Daniel Turner.
Not the VLA principal?
I can't create more time for you, so no. You have to talk to him. Hopefully he can create more time for you.
Well, I'm hoping that it's all roses and
No, I hear ya.
daisies
I
and
hear
it's
ya.
all good, but I'm just saying, I'm just,
I hear
I'm
you.
not
If
saying
you
it's
were,
half empty, I'm just saying.
if it's Brandy, it's a different story because I'm kind of, for this school year, I'm more in control of her schedule than Mike is.
Right,
But for you guys, the rest of you, I'm not in
Out of your
control of
control.
your schedule. So,
I get it. I'm just being upfront that way.
no, I got you, man.
I don't want
These
to
are,
feel like
don't
I'm-
think these aren't things that Dan and Dave and I and Jennifer, Mike and I haven't talked about. We've talked about all of this and the possible need for all this.
Did you get
More time and whatever. So, we've discussed it all. We're going with what VLA and Govs has kind of advised us as what they've done to start out with, and then if the adjustments need to be made, they need to be made. Absolutely, we've discussed it. So it's not going to come as a surprise to anybody that, potential changes need to be made. This is new for, besides these 2 gentlemen, it's new for everybody else in the room, so.
So when I decide for my, like
prime
this,
time would be another?
like
Yep.
the kids that I have that
Be a real good time.
I want to editor work. I don't have to run it by anybody, I just do it on my own.
Yes, sir. You do it on your own. Professional discretion for everybody in the room. I just ask that if you shorten assignments or you make major changes, just let me know. If you decide to shorten the length of the assignment from, it was 50 questions and you only want to do 30, I don't
Well,
need to know
I
that.
know, I told Turner today, I'm a little bit nervous because I know 5 of the 7 kids that I had signed up for it
Mhm.
over the spring did nothing, even though I called their parents 15 minutes before we had a Google Meet.
Yeah,
So, 2 of them I feel will do it, but then the other ones, like I'm talking, they're at a really low level. So
Right.
Is there a way, is that taken into consideration with this at all, or?
you make modifications and accommodations based on what you know about the kid. Professional discretion is, I totally support what you're
But I mean,
doing.
like, their assignments are gonna be 7th grade math.
Their assignments are going to be what they are. Unless they're in high school and I could give them like an integrated math or one of the lowest level math courses, generally the grade level math is what it is. But you make accommodations based on whatever you think is necessary for your kid.
For our kids with special needs, we basically, if a kid comes to us in 8th grade and he's got a 4th grade math ability, we give him math 140, which is like the middle number. The middle number is the grade level
For the math.
for the math.
Mhm.
Okay.
So if it says 140, it's 4th grade. If it's
And
130,
if you
it's
get
3rd
that
grade.
stuff to me soon enough, I can make those adjustments. If you let me know that you think the information in the CUME folder says that this kid's on a 4th grade math level, I'll make those changes for you
Here are the,
before they even start.
here are the English versions of that.
Well, the thing is I have no idea where they're at now.
Because you're getting all new kids.
I mean, well, because of them leaving in March,
Oh, the spring.
yeah,
Yeah.
and,
If you can let me know where they were when we left, I can make those adjustments. I just need them before September. If you can get them to me before the end of the week, I can make those changes and enroll them in the classes they need to be in.
well, they know they're not in 7th grade.
Oh yeah, no, I mean they'll receive math that they understand.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, which will be better than math they don't understand. But I don't think at the top it says
No.
4th grade
But
math.
that's why we encoded at 150.
Right.
Okay,
So they wait.
So
I'm
let me know,
7th grade,
Tyler, and
taking
I'll make those
2nd grade
changes.
math.
alright.
All 4 core subjects, let me know and I'll make the changes. I know it's a little bit more work on you. I mean, I don't care to go through it myself, but you know them better and I might get a more accurate placement based on what you can tell me.
Anything else you
I
want
don't-
up here?
I was just thinking if these guys are doing,
I want them engaged, and if they can't understand what they're doing, they're not gonna be engaged.
that's why when I saw the list, I was like, ooh,
So if you'd rather me talk to Kim, I can get the info from Kim.
well, I mean,
Let me know, give it some thought, and let me know what you think. Okay?
Stephen Duggar,
what?
you good? We got this, man. I'm your neighbor. We're gonna get through this.
We're all gonna get through this.
You better hope so, I got
I
one.
think he's a Steven Tyler fan because you calling you Tyler like Aerosmith, like.
Did I call him Tyler again?
Yeah. That's why.
When?
That's why.
Like,
Just
do you remember Steven Tyler that came from Texas?
Why do I keep calling you?
Steven Tyler, Aerosmith.
Me?
Yeah, no.
Tyler Tincher, maybe?
Yeah, but
Is it Tyler Tincher?
I don't call people
Yeah.
wrong names a
Yeah,
lot.
it's Tyler Tincher, right?
It's a mask.
It's the mask. All right, we're good.
Yeah.
What other questions we got, Matt?
Steven, not Tyler, I won't
I
do it
mean,
again.
Tinter's like 5 years younger than me, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys
And
for
he's got a full
your
head of
patience and
hair.
time.
Oh,
Like,
No problem.
Yeah, and
It's-
thank you for
appreciate it.
listening to the
So,
sidebar.
my wife wants a second job. I can send her to the Greater Ohio Virtual
What if she
School.
wants you to get a second job?
Oh,
I have about 5 jobs.
His wife's a teacher in this district.
okay, there you go.
They all know her. I wouldn't say I'm friends with her.
What else do you feel like that we need to know as we start this?
If you want to log on this fake teacher account, then you can go down and do what Glenn showed you. You can kind of scroll down unless you feel comfortable with it. If you feel comfortable with it, that's fine.
No, I would like to see that, if you don't mind. And I'm recording it for Shelley, so. And
And
all of you have your logins now.
Yes, that's why I was.
But I'm
Steven, you now have the tutorials. The rest of you have seen it. Justin hasn't seen
I'm
it.
gonna watch it. I promise.
So watch those. They're 15 minutes total, Steven, so it shouldn't take a whole lot of time.
How do we get started? How does it start?
You click on it and just.
No, I'm good with the login. I'm good. I'm already logged in right here. Like, how does class start? They just log in and they'll submit assignments, or are we?
There'll
you
be a
said something
start.
about us adjusting assignments. Do we have to assign them, or are they pre-assigned?
No, it's pre-signed.
Okay.
They just open it up, start with lesson 1.
Okay, let me
How
ask you
about days for when they're due? Are we supposed to tell them when they're due?
One lesson, I guess I'd try to do one lesson a day if you could.
Well, that's what I mean. Do they already know that, or are we telling them this?
I would assume they would know.
Wait, one lesson a day, and
We-
if there's only like 8.
We tell our kids one lesson a day or 25 hours a week, but I don't think you're worried about the 25 hours.
We're-
One
no, no,
lesson a week per subject.
Exactly,
Yeah.
one
So
lesson a
one
week per
One
subject.
lesson is 1 week's worth of work.
Yeah, so they need.
So do math
one
on
subject,
Monday,
or
whatever.
one.
Is English 170 versus English 180?
Seventh and eighth
The
grade.
grade,
Yep.
the grade level.
I thought I had only 7th. Do I have only 7th grade, Mr. Eastside?
I don't know. I have to look at the
So
list.
I wanna, okay, so here's the thing, I
Oh, I have no
can't,
kiddos.
I don't have any kids in
Right now
here,
you
they're
don't.
not loaded, but like,
French.
here's my course list, and I don't know if that means they're all gonna be filled, I don't know, but career,
No.
career STEM,
Those courses are what I put on that you could do.
oh, okay, they're not necessarily my
They're
course.
not
I was about to
necessarily
say,
courses you're going to do.
I got 25 kids in 10 courses.
Correct.
I'm gonna go.
When I filled out the information initially, and like Michelle's the same way, you've got probably 15 courses, you're only gonna be using 4 of them.
Okay.
So I've submitted our bulk enrollment form to Jefferson County ESC.
Mhm.
Kids just haven't been uploaded yet.
Gotcha,
So
okay.
as soon as we get them, I can get you a firm number on your kids, and I can get you a firm number on the names of your students, the grade levels, and then what courses you'll be teaching.
Okay.
I'm just kind of in a hold
And
pattern
then
until
I
I
can
get
panic,
it.
but right now I can.
No, you can't panic then either. No.
Where do the kids start at? The Carlisle's
Everything's
webpage?
fine, it's fine.
I'm gonna give them login instructions to, their login takes them to the
She's
site.
ready to come back.
Should have a good
That
time.
means I have.
But is that
Would
on
you
your,
suggest-
is that on your Carlisle, like
Volleyball?
Carlisle schools?
We can link it to CarlisleIndians.org.
I would, then put like VLA, for VLA students, click here, I'd put it on your webpage.
Sure, we can do that, yeah.
Is that, I don't know if that makes sense to them too? or-
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's-
And then they can just log in from there and put their username and password.
Sure, absolutely.
Is that easy to do?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
That's what I'd do.
Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Shay,
I have a
I'm gonna have to
nephew in
grade
sixth
like
grade
Carrie's
that goes
kids
here.
then, aren't
I don't, I should know what Kim has got you set up to do, but I don't. I need to
I?
talk with
I mean,
Kim.
'cause I just, like, Carrie's got like 3 periods of VLA set up.
Yeah, Kim has handled everything that has to do with what you're doing, and I need to talk with her and get caught up with her.
Well, that's always.
Yeah,
Oh, eight.
I just need to figure out what she's doing.
You 6 and 7?
Or it changes.
And it changes often, yes.
Like,
So you're gonna show them how to
I'm kidding.
log in and start a, is that what you said you were gonna do?
If you guys can go to your startup page, do you know where to get to that?
Yeah.
Do you know how to get to the startup page?
I think they're on it.
Is that
Aren't you?
This is
Yeah,
mine.
Oh, cool.
Look at your email.
Um,
It's on the email.
Hit the X, log out of the X in the right corner,
Yep.
and I'm gonna give you a fake account. It's carlisle.teacher,
All right.
and then it's past the, what was it, password? Is T as in Tom, 2020.
Carlisle.teacher.
Yep. And then under English, if you want to go in a row, I put lessons 1 through 7. I completed.
I got you, Michelle. What was the password again?
Password is T as in Tom 2020.
Michelle,
Now-
go to your email and search virtual learning.
What'd you click
Now,
on?
if you notice, those see where it says units to be grade. When you log on your regular password, this is what you're going to see usually. This is how many lessons you're going to have to grade when you log on. That's how many lessons have been turned in. So if you want to take one lesson each, you can go onto this, hit correct, incorrect, redo, exclude, however you want to do it, just the way Glenn was showing you. You can do that right now if you'd like.
I got context clues. ELA
Search
114.
virtual learning.
Did you say it's Carlisle.teacher?
Carlisle.teacher, and then T as in Tom, 2020.
That's what they do.
There you
I
go.
need my glasses. I can't see.
So just make sure you get a different lesson, and then everybody, you can grade one lesson right now. And just, it'll get you through the practice, and the answers that you're gonna see is a bunch of typing gobbledygook, because I type like
I got
2-year-old.
office for rewriting.
No, that's good. That like they can sample what a lesson.
Yeah.
That's good.
And then if you wanna hit, like I said, you kinda look through it, if you wanna make, if you wanna expand on it, like I said before, that last question, if you have time to do that, if you wanna give them extra things to do, like I said, the Google, what is when you do Google Classroom, how would they be using that? What's the,
Through here?
yeah,
I don't know.
okay.
I don't know yet. We gotta get a base of how adept our teachers can
Sure,
get.
sure.
They
I
should
didn't-
be pretty good, like.
Well,
King's is using
I've given
this, King's is using Google Classroom, and they're gonna say, welcome to the history class. Here's your 1 through 18, the extra activities that you need to put in on that last question,
okay, I see what
Okay.
you're saying, yeah,
Did she,
if you wanna go that route.
yeah.
Shane, did Michelle get that initial email you done?
I think so.
Yeah, cause I saw your name on it.
When I
No,
searched
it's an individual email that tells you
Oh,
your
that
own
came from
passwords.
BLA.
from virtual,
I
yeah.
got my password.
Oh, where'd you get that? Was it on your phone?
Do you need your username and password
No,
again?
she's good. I gotta get her into the.
Oh, okay.
I hate to tell you, but you're not gonna do very well on this one. This was a rough lesson for you.
Talking to Justin?
No, whoever did this.
Oh. It was Brian. Brian didn't do very well?
No, I sucked.
The math and music.
Purposely though,
It was 6
right?
o'clock this morning, exactly.
Purposely.
You got the first one right.
Thank you.
After that,
Exactly.
After that. It looked
That's
like
all
you
it was
kinda
on.
Quit after that.
I was trying to do the 25% chance, like you go to the casino, right? See
He was aiming for just the
see what
first
you
one.
get.
Here we go.
He wanted to let you know, Nick, how it felt to grade one with all wrong answers.
And Lord, did we get that from time to time ago?
This would be easier with an iPad, because you can just slide your little finger up and down.
I think I'll be able to get iPads.
Okay.
I've got one reserved, and I did for Brandy just because she's got all classes. But I think I can get one for each of you 5, 6, with Shelley.
We could take
Shouldn't
them
be a
on
problem.
Warren County alone. I'm sure they got them at ESC somewhere.
I think we've got enough floating around here.
I know Oliver has
Chromebooks
4 of them,
everywhere.
but I don't know
Yeah.
if she needs it for special ed. There's just, I think Kim Perkins got it for her.
Yeah, I think I can get some.
Here?
Yeah.
No problem.
I'll have one.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. You put in your username.
Yeah.
We're supposed to use the
No, I
paper or
think
not?
Yeah, I would just use this right
So
here.
you tell I took
No.
about these 7 minutes.
Yeah, use the fake one.
Yeah.
Use the fake one just to see what a lesson looks like.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Teacher.
Carlisle.teacher.
Teacher.
Carlisle.teacher.
Or Carlisle.teacher, yep.
And then T2020. Carlisle.
That's correct on that one.
Now you're on the same page.
Oh, yeah, this language arts, nope.
I
They
know,
just
there
put the
needs
final
one person
grade
that
in.
just loves language arts.
Like the
Do I hit
letter
save
grade
and
up on
post when I'm
top.
done?
It's always important when you get that last screen, when you gotta put a final grade in, either a percentage or a letter grade. Like on top, it'll say percent correct, it'll say grade. It all depends how you wanna do it. If you wanna put a letter grade on where it says the actual grade section itself,
Yeah.
and then that'll finalize it.
There we go.
And then if you, yeah, that's basically it. I know it's very,
Hit the home button.
very crude.
Well, no, it's good to see how it works.
It's not there anymore. There we go.
Is that outlet wasn't turned
I don't
on?
think that outlet works, boss.
Awesome.
Still under warranty though, right?
Yeah, it doesn't
I'll
work.
write that down there too.
Feel like you're-
We're still working on the punch list here, guys.
Yes, we are.
Outlets that have the cover on them should already be working.
Yes.
But they look nice.
What, is it on? Oh,
So is this a lesson?
So, for those of you who have seen the tutorials, Ashley and Brandy, Steven, not Tyler, you haven't yet, but Nick, have you seen those?
No.
Were there parts in the tutorials that you think the rest of the group could benefit from? Any questions or anything that you saw in the tutorials that you think were,
Mind blowing, change your world.
yeah, or anything that you
Other than
specifically?
in the thing, it tells you have to save after every single one.
So
Okay.
when I'm grading right here, I don't know, save, just click it and then save after every question, right?
No.
It's, you don't have
I
to,
wouldn't.
you
It
don't have
tells you
to.
in the video too.
The video
but he
says that,
said-
but he's saying,
Like, if you wanna
within
be really,
45
really
minutes,
safe,
you're,
then yes. but
Exactly, exactly,
If
You're gonna grade it in
have,
5
like, a
minutes.
Computer outage.
I wouldn't worry about it.
exactly.
You'll be pissed that day, lightning strikes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So-
What if a teacher at home and she's grading and she has to take her kid to soccer practice, and she left it on and didn't hit save, comes back and gone. So that's all they're saying. After
So-
45 minutes, you'll lose it.
How long have you been doing this?
Since 2010.
So when you first, I know it's hard to think back in the beginning, but would you say the guidelines of, you know, an hour, when you first started, what were the time commitments? And how many students did you first start out with? Do you remember back that
I was
far?
still in the classroom then.
Okay,
I would grade, with our kids, a lot of them do it, their work late at night. So in the morning, I would grade at home
okay,
while I'm drinking my coffee, probably about 20 minutes. And then after I got home from school, for probably about half hour to 20 minutes, 20 minutes to half an hour. Then maybe before I went to bed, maybe another 15, 20 minutes, so maybe an hour.
maybe an hour a day.
Yeah, for 125 kids.
And you were able to keep up with everything
Yeah, absolutely.
throughout the week.
Yeah.
You didn't do any reading though,
No.
language arts.
No, I was all math.
It was all math.
So 125 kids.
That's one subject, though.
120. That's one subject. 125.
Correct. You were just
Yeah,
one
You
subject.
got like, how long, 5 hours, I mean, you got 5 hours a week.
5
Yeah.
hours per week.
5 hours a week, and then every now and then on the weekends. And we are asked to try to keep up with it as much as possible. I don't like logging on and seeing 30 lessons in there.
Yeah.
So I'm one who always tried to keep up with it.
Right.
We have teachers at Govs who wait and do it maybe twice a week. And they designate some time and do it on Tuesday and do it on Saturday. I don't know. So I don't know how quickly you want lessons graded. I don't like to see them pile up. So
Yeah.
I figured if I could do 2 or 3 different times during the day.
Your wife still grades the ELA stuff?
Yep. And
Would
French.
Would you mind asking her, and just shoot me an email?
Okay.
Just
I can
how
have her shoot
long?
you an email.
Well, that'd be fine too.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if you, never mind. Yeah, if you could just, I just like to find out how long for ELA lessons
Okay.
that she, if she can remember back to
I
starting.
will tell you one thing that she has done, and she said, you can relay this. There are certain things in the high school, and she's high school, I think some junior high school English lessons where they ask them, I don't know if I'll say this the right way, they ask them to proofread, edit, revise. She actually excludes some of those questions because they're so redundant.
I got
And
you.
our kids don't do a very good job of answering those the way the system wants.
Okay.
She basically says as long as they type like they're not texting,
Sure,
lowercase I,
sure,
use some punctuation.
right.
Give
It's
me
not
some-
one sentence.
Give me something that I can work with.
Right.
Okay.
Good.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
That's all she.
Because I'd like to just pick her brain
Yeah.
a little bit. I'm a former president of SEA in Springboro, so you guys hopefully all know that I'm all about teacher rights and getting time for what teachers need to do. So, if I think that you all need more time, that's what I will fight for you to get. But right now, I have to go on what the people that do it are advising me, and so taking the next step to ask her, considering she grades ELA. But I want you to have time. I don't want you going into this feeling like you're overburdened before you start. So let me talk to Miss Birchfield, and let me talk with principals, and then we'll talk again. This group will talk again. So please watch the teacher tutorials as you get into it more. And as soon as I get your list, I'll get them to you. If your principals haven't shared with you any kind of list, I will let them know they can. But they're essentially what we've talked about, K to 4, 5 to 6, I think is split you and Shelley, I think. 6, 7. I think between Ashley, Justin, and Nick, you guys have 7 through 12.
I think I'm
Yeah.
8 and 9.
I was
Yeah.
told
I think I'm
10, 11,
7.
12.
I think that's right. Yes. And then Stephen, I got to find out about if it's just your kids or all spec ed kids. I got to find that out. Again, Kim's been handling that, so I'll talk with her. So
Hey, there's my email up there in the comments for the student. That's my home email. If you have any questions, literally, this is all I do.
And I've got my cards over here. I'm just gonna leave them here on the table.
I'm not big time enough to have cards.
Yeah. Exactly.
well, thank you both. It's
Oh.
been, eye-opening, and we're leaving with some questions, but a whole lot more answers. So, and thank you to
No
the
problem.
6 of you, or however many's in the room.
7, we gotta Tyler in there.
Yes. Stephen, I will
Nice one there.
probably call you Tyler again, but I'm very sorry. I don't know what's happening.
That's the smart one.
I don't know why.
Hey, there's a reason why you guys keep me around, alright?
For entertainment.
Yeah.
Just gonna put these over
Hey,
here.
thanks
to my
again, yeah,
lunch
I'll take
line.
one of your cards.
Yeah, please
Are we
do.
supposed to sign up for the Google training?
You can, just let me know if you're
I
coming.
appreciate you guys' transparency and honesty with everything, so, it's, the biggest thing is like, how many classes I have versus how many students I have, and then multiplying. It's not like just one subject. If it was just math, 25 kids, no big deal.
No
No big deal at
problem.
all. But
Yes.
it's 25 kids with English, social studies,
Each
math,
core subject.
STEM, like, what are they getting a full, because if they're in school, they get 7 classes.
Yeah,
So 7 times 25, that's a lot.
100, I don't know how many is
6
that?
times 25 is
175?
150, I believe, so there's a lot.
Maybe 175.
175?
So boom, that's 175 kids,
Pieces of information to grade.
multiple subjects.
Units, be units,
Yes.
175
And
units.
I
I
get
don't know.
45, and I get 45 minutes a day,
I don't know how my wife does English, so I really don't.
so.
Yeah,
So I don't know, I was just playing.
and I don't know how you
devil's
can speak
advocate.
to that
Listen,
without
It's,
experience.
it's time to do it now.
I'm the one that says, I'm the one that
Then
says
wait.
what everyone else thinks.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Well, and I think a perfect, resolution, if we need more time, is to pull you out of prime time.
Prime time.
You know? I mean,
Or, or say, hey, that's the extra STEM class,
it's gone away.
yeah.
I mean, that's a, like, again, that's a
It's what it is.
scheduling question, so.
Have you turned in the course worksheet for Risa?
Yes, I've sent her, she uploaded teachers, she's working on students, and then
Okay.
she's got, under the teacher's name, she's got all the courses they could teach
Let
already
me ask
listed
you,
in there.
And you're
Yes.
just
And I'm
doing
just thinking,
this,
Yes,
all right?
for this year, yeah.
there is an option